大家好，歡迎嚟到我哋嘅 channel 啊！咁就請記得 like 翻我哋條片同埋訂閱我哋嘅 channel 啦。咁就今集咧，我哋就收到一個消息，話呢個尼艾姆教授已經出現咗喺我哋個地圖密室入面啦，佢嘅肖像畫啊！咁我哋而家就去地圖密室見一見佢。見到啦，最左手邊嘅呢一個，好似係霍格華茲第一代校長。
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
咦，第三場試煉就喺霍格華茲
As you know,
喎。
I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's
但係佢話
away.
呢個校長除咗自己嘅安危之外，乜都唔理喎。
Very well. I'll
即
find
係我
some
哋
way
要
to
偷偷
get
地
in.
潛入
Good.
去。
I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
我哋去揾一揾阿費格教授，睇下佢知唔知我哋可以點樣偷偷地潛入呢個校長嘅辦公室先。
You wouldn't catch me keeping one.
Why not?
「好，我哋嚟到呢一個費格教授嘅辦公室啦，喺度等佢返嚟先。
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. Your look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black.
就布萊克教授
I'll
頭
see
先聽
you
到感
there.
謝嘅話真係奇怪。
Now to find the headmaster's
咁
house
就我哋
elf.
就要去揾古川夫人，即係教灰地奇嗰個教授，佢就可能知呢個校長嗰隻家庭
Professor,
小
a
精
moment
靈
of your time, please. Professor, I was
喺
hoping to
邊度啊？
catch you.
咦，校普教授。
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And
佢
thank you,
書商
Sharp.
有啲咩咧？
I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children. I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from them.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting
哇！
the
我哋
hours
知
away.
我哋，
I
佢唔認得我
I
哋
have
啊。
to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. When I...
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Professor, a
誒
word.
揾到啦，係古川夫人。
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
就咁做啊！
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall.
但係聽到
Seems to be
見到
avoiding me.
瓜博，
I wonder why.
譬如
Good day,
譬
Madam
如緊
Kagawa.
係捉住佢講呢個灰地奇係嘛？因為成日都
What did we do to deserve him as a...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
下先，我哋要行嘅應該係呢邊。
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you have.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor
我
Weasley.
見到後面嗰個騎士
how
就揼咗隔
delightful
離
to
嗰個
see
騎
you.
士一
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway
哇，
with
費格
his
教授
time.
我哋。
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
誒，佢即刻
Hard
同
a
小精
worker
靈
as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
嗱，頭先我哋聽過關於純正血統，唔係喎。其實我哋完全唔知咩事啊。
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
呢個
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is
永遠
always
個
pure.
密碼係
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
攞到密碼啦，我哋。
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant...
可以走啦。失效嘅時候要匿埋我哋。哦，喺呢邊匿埋。
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
咁就今集呢個變身水嘅任務咧就完咗啦。我睇下先，主任務嗰邊係冇錯啦。我哋而家就要去呢個校長嘅辦公室啦。因為我哋已經攞到密碼啦，不過要用法文講嘅個密碼係。
The gargoyle. That's where I need
石
to
像
speak
鬼
the
就喺度啦，
password.
咁我哋要喺度講密碼嘅，你有真實電子男添。講密碼，咁就可以入到校長嘅辦公室。
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
入到嚟啦！
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
我哋可以喺本書度睇到
What
啲
can
咩
I
咧？
expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under
Yeah,
our
I wish I was
master's
Sunday,
nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald?
我哋喐到
Can you hear me?
喎。
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as
咦，
they
有嘢啦！
seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
需要嘅係一件披風。我咪
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all
來
costs.
要避開死神。穿過小鎮而不被發現。咁要入屋啊？唔得。衝啊！
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
到咗呢邊，
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
跟住喂，
I need to time this just right.
搞準時間，我哋要而家過咗。
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
呢度都要匿埋，一擰住面走。 走咗啦，應該。
ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
突然間咁多嘅喂！我哋要去呢邊行。
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
好多人喎喂！
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
哇！
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
快啲擰住面，係啊！誒，擰轉咗面啦！但係望住咗呢邊，行得。我哋要嚟呢個位先應該。
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
走。
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
我呢度有一個，哦，冇咗啦。哇，好多喎呢度。
Now's my chance.
行快啲得唔得啊？喂！得，過咗嚟。
That's the way forward.
呢度我哋可以向前啦。咁就攞到件神秘斗篷。
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
然後我哋要去嘅地方唔係前面喎。
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward.
有咗件斗篷，我哋就可以。
Now where are you, Neve?
完全無視嗰啲死神。完美㗎喂！
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching. but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
神秘魔杖今次用嘅係。
I've never felt such power. Depulso! Revelio! Depulso! Descendo! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Descendo!
哇！要同佢哋打原來。希望諗贏佢哋。
Defender! Depulso! Bombarda! Defender!
好，打贏咗啦！又要打。小袋魔法。再嚟一下小袋魔法。哇！好血。再嚟多嘢，小袋魔法。搞掂啦，應該。今次打最勁嗰個係嘛？最大粒呢個。哇！好錯多嘢啫。 古代魔法。哇！痛啊痛啊痛啊！打開。打開。古代魔法。等，我哋係要去嗰邊喎。哦，唔係，應該要打晒。古代魔法。完啦嘛，應該有個古代魔法，仲有喎，哇！痛！Okay. Go. 哎呀，用錯咗，呢度魔法應該用喺呢度。有咗一個，哇！隻眼冇晒啦。我哋係應該係要打晒山怪先。我哋啊，死神的山怪。哇！痛！呢隻避開啲。有隻啊！ 唔到去喎，暫時都仲係。出到啦，出到啦。
A simple stand-up. This must be for me.
神秘石頭一嚿。仲要打唔通？石頭嘅試煉。
Sweet name. Like an always other. May your memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you cannot eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
"前面儲屍盤咯，依然係黑白嘅喎，啲記憶係咪都係黑白嘅咧？啲記憶係彩色嘅喎。
Your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And personally, worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin, Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark
You
traits.
sound like Percival. As it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora. I think we can harness it. Power like this is not to be toyed with in the wrong
I
hands.
saw what I did for my father. Imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain. Breathe it in. Feel it.
Who is Isadora? This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
好，咁我哋睇完呢段記憶就翻返去呢個地圖密室啦。費格教授已經喺呢度等緊我哋啦。
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
You are so
Young? I know. You must be Professor Picard. Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait. Frustrate.
新嘅呢個巴卡教授就唔好信我哋。
Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power.
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she says that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
好啦，咁我哋今日就完成咗第3個試煉啦。咁如果大家中意嘅話，記得就係 like 我哋嘅 channel 同埋訂閱翻我哋嘅 channel 啦。咁我哋下集先再同大家繼續玩啦。今集嚟到呢度為止先啦，多謝大家，拜拜。
呢條片去到呢度就完嘅啦，記得訂翻我哋 channel 同埋撳埋下面小鐘仔，我哋下次再見，拜拜。